We are in California at a rehearsal space that we use before every tour and getting prepared for the big show.
We're still getting ready for the first tour, which we start in South America and then we go to Europe. So we're trying out some of the new material. We played 3 off of the new album, which would be Waiting for the End, Iridescent, and The Catalyst.
Alright guys, let this be the catalyst of a great touring cycle.
All right.
The awkward like, nope, that's all I can.
Right back in,
I can't.
like we never missed a day. It's just right back to where we were when we left the tour off the last time. Well, I think the best thing to do is probably try to not expect anything, to not go into listening to the album with expectations other than I hope the songs are good. It's tough for me to tell people what to expect when it comes to this album because, you know, I think the music always speaks for itself, and part of me doesn't want to ruin any surprises. You know, I don't want to tell people it sounds like this or it sounds like that because it's filled with different concepts and lots of layers. Just from like a technical standpoint, it's more layered than anything we've done. With that said, I think that when people listen to it, they might pick up on different layers as they listen to it, and that just, you know, makes it easier for people to pull different things out of it, you know, conceptually. I think is the most mature album we've ever made. I think that it's the most challenging record we've made. You know, there's some technical stuff on the album that's challenging, but I mean challenging in the sense that we really approached the song arrangement, the writing of the songs, lyrics, melodies, in a much more free mind and free spirit kind of way. And we didn't get caught up in trying to construct songs that really fit, you know, what our formula, so to speak, is in terms of writing. And by doing so, we really, I think, allowed a lot of elements that have always been in our music to take more of a upfront role. A lot of the songs are very beat-driven. A lot of the electronics that may have been textural in the past are sitting up front, and the guitars and a lot of songs are very textural instead. So in a sense, it's very much a Linkin Park record in terms of style, but the way that the songs present themselves, I think, those things definitely give it a different sound. The reason why I think The Catalyst works as a lead single is that it definitely offers up a different taste of Linkin Park. You know, it's got a really strong hook that runs through the whole song. It does fall out of the norm a little bit in terms of the structure. You know, it really changes tempo and changes emotion, you know, 2/3 of the way through the song. There's not really a chorus, really, you know. So it's not a good representation of the album as a whole. It's a good representation of where the band is at in terms of our taste and our style now. But it's kind of, I would liken it to picking a chapter in a book and reading the chapter and then going, oh, I know what the whole story is. You can still pick songs out as individual tracks that you like and listen to them that way, but the album really is very intentionally made to be listened to as a whole from beginning to end.
Thank you.
Much to our satisfaction and also surprise, you know, even though each song has its own theme and its own, intended kind of underlying story that developed as we wrote the songs actually, when they're played all together, they really do tell a story. And that was kind of something that I think was a happy accident. When we found the magical order of putting these songs on the album, it turned out that there was a really human type of story, a real struggle being told. And it really feels like, you know, we intentionally made this album as a concept and really had a premeditated idea.
The operation of the machine becomes so odious.
Like when I think concept record, I think Tommy, or I think The Wall, or I think like, rock operas and stuff like that. And this isn't any of those things. It doesn't have a singular narrative with a conflict and resolution. It's more built on, just various loose concepts, and it evolves over the course of 48 minutes. So that is to say that it's kind of more abstract than it is narrative.
Like a riot rocking every revision, but you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm, and the words sound steady, so empties within them.
10 years ago, I was 24 years old, and I was full of, this really intense energy. And, now I think I'm more passionate than intense nowadays. At least that's what Brad tells me.
Wishing I had strength to stand.
The things that we want to do as a band have changed, We intentionally want to change our style. It's just that we don't want to repeat something we've already done.
Any kind of song you make, any decision you make as a band, there will be people that love it and people that don't. And I mean, for us, it's really important right now to just keep ourselves happy first and foremost. When we were doing Hybrid Theory, it was fresher to us. Like it felt really new, and we thought we were doing something different with the stuff we were working with. As time's gone on, that's no longer new. It's not new to us, it's not new to anybody else. Like it was a moment in time, and we really loved that moment in time, but to go back there at this point in our career, like just today, I don't mean now and forever, I just mean right now, just doesn't feel exciting. So we're just trying to push the envelope and do something that's fun for us.
I think it's definitely important to us to really kind of force things in a new place, because it's easy to fall back on things that are comfortable, Oh, we want a heavy chorus. Let's grab the 7-string and throw some killer distortion on that, and it'll be big. That's just like everybody goes to that thing. So how do we accomplish that big release, that big payoff, without falling back on those things that we're so used to falling back on? As long as you're making music that you love and the band feels comfortable and confident in that track, then that's what should be written.
The hardest part of ending is starting again.